Good morning and welcome to In the Garden with Joyful Living. I am Kimberly Dixon. I am going to give it a couple. I don't have much to say this morning, so I'm going to give it a couple of minutes and let some people get on, because otherwise I'll be finished before y'all get on. Just having some water in the meantime. But welcome to In the Garden with Joyful Living Live. Last Saturday, I tried to do live, and although the weather conditions are much the same today, it let me go live. Last weekend, every time I tried it, it said that I couldn't connect. But it's kind of cold this morning. But can you see my beautiful little hat? This was my Christmas gift. I know I don't match, but it's, as I already said, it's cold out here. My best friend gave me this cute little hat, because she said my other hats were ugly and that she could not let me go live again with those hats on. So I am wearing my beautiful little waffle pattern hat. It is cute though. So, but leave it to your best friends. They are unapologetically honest with you. So I'm grateful for Miss Keisha Mitchell for the lovely Christmas gift, as well as just telling me, And she'll tell me when I'm losing weight or whatever, don't wear that anymore, Kim, that's too big. But I'm not a fashionista. I'll be the first to tell y'all that. I look good, but that's because I rely on other people in my life, like Keisha. And even when I have speaking engagements, I would consult with Debony Dawson, or either my friend Moni Brody. I'll send her an inbox and be like, Moni. So, yeah, but anyway, that's all off topic. So, the temperature this morning is in the 30s, which is kind of cool, but that's normal for this time of year. So, but the last week or so, it's been in the mid 60s, some days almost 70 degrees, so much so that my moms have started regenerating like it's springtime and starting to blossom. Not blossom, but they're turning green again, and I don't want them to turn too green, because I don't want them to, really die and not be able to come back in the spring. But they're turning green again. But instead of complaining about that it's cold today, I'm just going to be grateful that it's been warm the last few days, because, I've had a whole lot of orthopedic surgery. So when it's cold, although I'm such a young woman, when it's cold, stuff start hurting. Shoulder hurts, knees hurt. But today's topic is consistency. Please share the video. Consistency means to conformity in the application of something. Today is January the 18th, and most of us set some type of resolution or goal at the start of 2020. We came into the new year all hyped up. Yeah, let's get it. Never thinking about or realizing we come into every year all hyped up. We say the same thing every year. All the excitement and all the rah-rah was just over 2.5 weeks ago. But 40% of us that set resolutions have already stopped doing what we resolved to do. Even those that set goals, smart goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely, are already feeling faint. A year has 52 weeks in it, and at 2.5 weeks, we are already fading. Please share the video, guys. I believe the missing component for us is to actively think about consistency. We are not conforming to the application of the thing that we're trying to accomplish. Application means the action of putting something into operation. The most important word in that entire statement is action. We are not consistently acting. For instance, at the beginning of the year, we set the goal to go to the gym 3 times a week. But to go to the gym, we have to get dressed. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but it needs to be something comfortable that we can stretch and bend and move in. We have to put on our sneakers. We have to get in the car, and then we have to drive to the gym. Get dressed, put on your shoes, get in the car, and drive are all actions. If we said we would go 3 days, but we're only going 2, we are not consistently acting. To achieve any goal, we got to be consistent. We have to perform the action, then do it again, then again, then again, until we reach our goal. In my book, I had a knee replacement. I had to think because I'm like, which one was it in? But it was in, I had a knee replacement. Now what? I gave patients recovering from total knee replacements a formula for physical therapy. It was consistency plus persistency equals success. To have great results from total knee replacement, you got to do the therapy exercises 2 to 3 times a day, every day. And you have to go to therapy even when you are sick to death of going. Because, I have had, depending on the surgery, I've had physical therapy that lasted for months and months. So even when you sick to death of going, when your knee is hurting already, when it is swollen, you still got to be consistent and persistent to regain your function. If you aren't consistent and persistent, your results will likely not be what you desire. I don't know where everybody is this morning. This is, I wonder if it's really actually broadcasting live or doing what it's supposed to, because I've never had this to happen. But nonetheless, we're going to proceed. If you aren't consistent and persistent, your results will likely not be what you desire. Oh, speaking of which, okay, so nobody's on the live right now, but God told me to do this. God, I've been doing this for almost 2 years now. Consistency. Because I could easily not do the broadcast or turn it off now because there isn't anyone on here at the moment. But to achieve the results that I want, to reach the people that I want, I got to be consistent, even when the audience is not there clapping and cheering for you. So that wasn't even in my notes this morning, but that just hit me when maybe this broadcast is for me. Keep being consistent. I already knew it was for me in certain areas of my life, but keep being consistent. So last night I went to see Brian Carn. Excuse me, it's cold out here. My eyes running. I went to see Prophet Brian Carn from South Carolina? I think he's from South Carolina, at Mount Calvary Word of Faith. And before he started preaching, he said something that got my attention. Now, I already knew 2020 was going to a new decade and all of that, but he said that 2020 was the start of a new decade, and what we do for the remainder of this year will set the tone for the entire decade. That's powerful. Think about it. What we do over the course of the next 365 days, of course, minus a few days now because we're 2.5 weeks in. What we do over the course of the next 50 weeks will set the tone for the next 10 years. To get the things that we want, to do the things that we want, and to fulfill the dreams we have, we've got to consistently pursue that thing this entire year. If we're not consistent in our actions, it is highly unlikely that we will reach our goals. I want all of us to reach our goals. So if you've let go of your resolution or you are growing weary of your goal, I want to encourage you to recommit yourself to it today by being consistent with your actions. And I'm not just talking to you today. I'm talking to me too. I already said that what I said a few moments ago was for me. I have goals, and I never want to become complacent just because you've reached a certain arena or a certain area. I don't want to become complacent and fall off on what it is that God wants me to do. We are capable of great and mighty things when we stay consistent. Eyes have not seen, nor ears heard, or entered into the hearts of man the things that God has in store for us. But to receive those blessings, we got to keep going. Don't give up. Don't grow weary. I had to look at the door. I hear somebody trying to break out. Don't grow weary and don't stop. We got to keep pressing. Don't faint along your journey. Isaiah 40:31 says, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on the wings of eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Did you hear that? They will run and not grow weary. And I don't know about you, y'all, because I run sometimes. I get tired. So they will run and not grow weary. And they will walk and not faint. So whether you are walking or running along this journey, keep going. Don't give up. Keep consistently pursuing your goals. God says those that hope in him will soar on the wings of eagles. God is consistent. He is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. He's not a man that he should lie. If he gave you a vision for your family, for your business, or for yourself, he will do what he said he would do. But we can't lose our hope and become weary along the journey and give up. And that means you stop doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you just start standing in place, or you become complacent with whatever level you've achieved and don't pursue that thing with the intensity to the point that God wants you so that you fulfill your purpose. God is our hope, our resting place, our strong tower, our refuge. When you feel yourself wavering along this journey toward your goal, lean on him. Humans are weak by nature. We don't like to admit it. We put on the warrior persona and, I'm independent, I'm I'm superwoman and all of that. But humans are weak by nature. God made us that way intentionally so that we would depend on him. Because otherwise we'll try to do it all on our own. We still try to do it all on our own. So just imagine if we didn't really need him, what we would think or try to do. But God made us weak so that we would depend on him. That's why we can't accomplish things on willpower, because it'll take you so far. But after a while, even that will start to waver because we are weak by nature. He wants us to use him for our strength. God is consistent. He will give you everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your purpose in him. Guys, please share the video. Thank you for watching In the Garden for Joyful Living. I am Kimberly Dixon. Please share the video. Check out the replay. I love you. Bye-bye.